Okay, so this is an audio test with the microphone on. And this is an audio test with the microphone off. Hopefully there's a difference. In the audio quality. Loving this GoPro setup now for the vlog camera. I think it's finally the best that it's gonna be. I don't like filming on the Canon 6D because it's too big, it's too bulky, there's no screen. This one doesn't really have a screen, but it's wide enough that I know it has a lot of things there. Seems to be some foliage in the way. This lady just passing by here right now said it just happened because the tree up here is actually pretty fresh. Yeah, so this just happened. Funny story though is that in these areas, it's not often, but it has happened where trees have actually fallen and killed people in these woods. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when you're hiking these waterfalls. And not even just trees, sometimes boulders fall from the escarpment, take people out. So you gotta be really careful around these areas. Tiffany Falls. A lot of people even ice climb these falls, but right now it looks beautiful here for the summer. There's a thing called Washboard Falls, which are up there. I'm thinking about hiking up there to go find them right now. You gotta get dirty at some point when you want to see the shit that you gotta see. Okay, so I made it to the top. Last time I was here it was a winter and it's pretty sketchy to go up that path, but today was not so bad. Just take your time with it. But anyways, here is the waterfall from the top. And there is actually a lot more peace and quiet up here. And there's another waterfall that is new. This is a new one now that I've never seen before. So I'm marking it off the bucket list today. Washboard Falls. That was Tiffany Falls down below, but this is now Washboard Falls. It's almost like a quarter pipe. A really, really wet and scary quarter pipe. What up, what up? Hopefully the audio is good here. Blazing some Gorilla Glue here at Washboard Falls. This is one on the bucket list I haven't seen. So this month alone I've seen 4 new waterfalls that have been unexplored by myself. And I mean, I'm born here in Southern Ontario, and a lot of people dislike Ontario so much that they call it unterrible. But most people fail to realize is that this nature reserve that I'm sitting in right now is the greatest piece of geological land that Southern Ontario has to offer, the Niagara Escarpment. And it's like, the Niagara Escarpment offers over 100 waterfalls like this, bigger, smaller, even Niagara Falls, which is world known. Most people here, everybody here has been to Niagara Falls, of course, it's a tourist attraction of the world. But what people don't know is that with Niagara Falls, on that same rock line, there's many other waterfalls like this that are just as nice, even better because they're more peaceful than Niagara Falls. But I love it either way. I love coming out here and exploring, adventuring. It's just like in my blood to find and explore. That's why I enjoy reading the history of these areas, because the settlers of this area were doing the same thing. They were out exploring and discovering, even fighting for the land. So it's always neat to take in the history of the area that you're in, because there's got to be at least something. Just imagine your area 100, 200 years ago. What was happening? What was the activity then? That's the shit that blows my mind. In terms of dreads, I guess I can get into a dreadlock update right now for you guys. It's about 28 months. Actually, it was probably about 2 days ago. So shout outs for having dreads for 28 months. That's 2 years and 4 months, which is 2 years and 1 season. And now summer has just spring has just began, which marks the beginning of a new season for my dreads. My hair has gotten really long lately, so long that when I put it into a ponytail, I'm like, damn, there's actually some length on that shit nowadays. They've all fallen in my face now. None of them stand up anymore. So let's say it took about 2 years for them to finally lay how they're supposed to lay. Some of my dreads that were wicking or were ribbon-like have started to go cylindrical now. I have a lot of frizzy hair, as you can tell. Water and just running my hands through my hair tends to flatten it out for a little bit. It's not a permanent fix, but it's a temporary fix until it happens again. But I'm not really worried if the frizzy hair is coming up. I just kind of do it for that first appearance of going to a place. Sometimes I'll just kind of make it look nice, but most of the times I don't really care. That's the thing about having freeform dreads, is that you don't really care how they turn out. All you know is that they're gonna lock up eventually. Now what I'm worried about is to check back down while I'm super stoned. I always just take one step at a time. I was worried about coming up here with the camera in my hand, but really it just came down to one step at a time. And you'll make it. And 3 points of contact. You always have to have 3 points of contact when you're supporting stuff, yourself or other things. So the Niagara Escarpment out here, it's definitely dangerous doing this kind of stuff. You always got to be careful. Many people come out these type of ways with no experience and they end up getting stuck. They end up getting stuck on the rocks where they're trying to climb to, and the fire department has to come and rescue them with a rope from there. So you want to avoid that situation by using the 3 point of contact system and also knowing your limits. Play within your limits. Spliff is actually done. I'm gonna keep it out for a minute. Smoke that later. And for now, I'm just gonna enjoy this beautiful nature for a bit. It sucks coming down here because, well, that's the worst of it right here where it's slippery. I can see people getting stuck here, but the rest of it now should be pretty easy. But up there I can see people getting stuck where I just was, but the hard part's done. I just gotta get down here now. Well, these shoes were muddy. My camera's pretty muddy too right now. Yeah, these things are really helpful. Almost went down at the end there. Wow. And that's that. Scariest fucking descent I've ever done. At a waterfall, but it was worth it. So yeah, peace out from Tiffany Falls, Washboard Falls, Ancaster, and Canada. 28 dreads in the bag. You know what it is. Soon come 50K subscriber special. I'm gonna show you guys a little something different. Do a little prize giveaway as well. And vlog channel happening. See you guys, peace. This is Ancaster Mill Falls. Used to do a lot of work here.